My village people say that food is the way to a man's stomach. Wahala for people who know sabi cook, but really, is food truly the way to a man's heart? These and so many more we'll be talking about on today's episode of Tasty Time on iBrandTV. I am Mishael and you're welcome to another exciting episode of Tasty Time. But you know, we cook before we talk. So on today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how I make my goat meat tomato sauce. Yeah, this is not your regular tomato sauce because there'll be some, some kind of twist on this particular episode. So do not go anywhere because I'll be right back with the introduction of my already prepped ingredients. Welcome back, guys. If you're just joining us, this is Tasty Time, and on today's episode we'll be cooking my goat meat sauce, my goat meat tomato sauce. So guys, let me introduce you to the list of my already prepped ingredients. I have my smoked fish, I have some vegetable oil, I have some tomato paste, I have some cooked goat meat, well seasoned goat meat, I have some red bell pepper, some sliced onion, and I have my pepper mix, which is made of tomato, pepper, onion, and bell peppers. I have my goat meat sauce, and I have some non-seasoning cubes, and the last but not the least, salt to taste. Okay, so that was a list of my already prepped ingredients. Well, let's get started already because I'm hungry. First things first, I'm going to add my vegetable oil in here because I want to fry my goat meat. Okay, so next I'm going to throw in my oil is already hot, so I'm just going to throw in my goat meat. So I'm going to allow this fry for just a few minutes because I don't want it hard. It's goat meat, I don't want it hard. So let's leave this for a few minutes. This is ready, so I'm just going to bring it out and then continue cooking. I mean, I could have been able to just add my onion and everything, but I don't want anything to interfere with the flavor and sweetness of the well-seasoned meat. So I'm just going to add my onion. I'll saute this a little till I perceive the flavor of the onion. One thing about cooking is just building up flavors, natural flavors. Okay, so I'm going to add some tomato paste. I'm going to fry this till dry, basically. Not so dry, but when it comes to tin foods, you have to fry for a while to remove every canned taste. So guys, at this point I'm going to add my pepper mix. Give this a stir. I'm sure you'll be looking at my ingredients and wondering why I do not have so much seasoning. When it comes to goat meat, I don't know, there's this taste and flavor that comes with goat meat that you just do not want to change it. So I try not to use so many spices when I'm making anything goat meat related. So I'm going to cover this up for a few minutes. This is looking so beautiful. And yes, my tomato is dried. So I'm just going to add one seasoning cube for now because, like I said, my meat is well seasoned. So I'm just going to add one seasoning cube to this. Then I'll throw in my fish. Give this a stir. Adding fish takes this whole food to a whole new level. I'm going to throw in my goat meat, my meat stock. And I'll give this another stir. Then I'll allow this cook for just a few minutes, for like 3 to 5 minutes. Last but not least, guys, I'm going to be adding my red bell pepper. I'm going to leave this to cook for a minute and I'm sure my food will be ready. Oh my god. You guys should come and look at this goodness. This is so beautiful. So guys, I am happy to announce to you that we can talk now because this food is ready. Yes, it's my food, but of course we have a guest in the house, so we'll be doing the talk and eating the food. So do not go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back where I'll be speaking to my guest. Okay, so it's been an amazing time in the kitchen where I've been making my special goat meat tomato sauce. But right now, this is the part where we all love. We have a guest in the house who will eat the food. He's going to eat just very little. He will eat the food and of course we'll talk about something, and I'm sure you guys are already excited about it. So guys, let's welcome my lovely guest, Mr. Victor. Hi, wow. Mr. Victor.
How are you doing?
It's a pleasure having you on my show.
I think the pleasure is mine. Thank you for inviting me over.
Alright, like when we see each other right now, I think the first thing we should say is, I am glad you are alive. Yes. Like, a lot has been happening and it's just very right to say, I am glad you're alive.
Yes, I am glad you are alive and I am glad to be on this show too.
Thank you very much. Okay, so this is taster time and I'm sure you know what, there's a food in front of you now. You know what to do, Abby. Wow. Or should I still talk?
Can we just start?
Okay. No. You're not going to eat. You're not going to eat. Okay. Right. Okay. Now let me tell you what you do. You eat and then you hold your remarks. Keep it to yourself. Then we'll talk about something. So the floor is yours. You can eat your food now.
I can start.
Yeah, sure you can.
Oh, okay. Wow. This is beautiful. It's good to be on this show.
I know, right?
Yes? Alright, let me start. I love plantains.
Okay. So what do people love about plantain actually?
I don't know, but I think plantain can go with anything. Like you can eat plantain with rice, you can eat plantain with beans, you can eat plantain with spam.
That makes sense. So yeah, eat. Oh. The sauce is the main meal, so I can't wait for you to try that.
Wow, there's so many activities here, so much activity.
I know, right?
Wow. This sauce has been calling me all day.
I know, right? I've been calling me too. Choose this that again. Oh.
What is it? Sorry, I wasn't hearing you. I was concentrating on what is going on right here. So.
No problem. I think you have to stop now because we want to talk. People are waiting for this gist.
Oh, okay.
We want to talk.
Let me go. Let me just do this. Wow. This is nice.
No, don't tell us. Hold it. Keep it.
Okay, so let me take that one again. Let me take that bite again. This is really good.
Okay. Just hold it. Hold your remarks. We'll talk about that. But we have to talk. I mean, I'm very sure people have been waiting because I have been waiting for this conversation. Okay, so I want your opinion, not so popular opinion, that food is the way to a man's heart. What do you think? Do you think food is actually the way to a man's heart?
Okay, there are so many things into a man's heart, right? There are so many things to a man's heart, but I can guarantee you that food is among the top 3 things, or the top 3 ways into a man's heart. That's a guarantee. There is no man that does not like food.
Okay, so Mr. Victor, let's go personal a little. Are you single or married?
Okay, I'm married.
Oh, he's married.
I'm married.
Okay, so was food, like good food, was it a criteria when you were picking a wife? Was it part of the reasons you picked your wife, or you just loved her and you didn't care about the food?
Food was actually a criteria. In fact, the first time I came into she prepared this very delicious indomie for me, and I always looked forward to visiting her because of that indomie.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So, and right now I have to eat it almost every day.
Indomie.
Yeah, I have to eat almost every day. Like, I enjoy it.
Okay, on a scale of 0 to 10, how much do you love food?
9.99.
So do you think food can keep a relationship? Good food can keep a relationship?
Yes, good food can certainly keep a relationship.
Are you sure about that? Why do you
Yes.
think so?
In fact, there is a particular tribe in Nigeria that are known for one of the ways they keep their men is through their food.
What's the tribe?
I'm not going to explain it. You're going to do your research. But, because of how delicious their food is, you always want to rethink breaking up.
Are you sure it's just the food? Because a lot of people, like there's so many other people who have good character and can also cook. So do you think a man will stick to a woman because she can cook? Let's assume she's, I don't know, there are so many, she has a very terrible character, but she can cook. Do you think a man would stick to a woman because
I
she can
think
cook?
it is, good men will go for good character, definitely,
Correct.
first of all. But it's always romantic when you have good character and you can cook. It's super
Can you imagine? You said it's romantic.
Yeah.
Okay, so you never had gotten married to someone who wasn't so good in cooking?
I am not going to say that, but I would have made serious arrangements for her.
So assuming you got married to someone who is actually bad when it comes to cooking, what would you have done?
As I said, I would have made arrangements. My wife, for one, is not someone that likes to cook, right?
Yeah.
But of course she's married and she has to cook, but cooking is not one of her strong points. So I don't make it a point of pressure for her.
Yeah.
But the food thing must come up, right?
Yeah.
And if you try to understand that there is no food, then you make arrangement for her.
Okay, so let's come back to
Yes.
No, I didn't say you should eat.
Oh, okay.
So now you'd have to tell us how the food tastes. How is the food? Was the food nice? Was it okay? Tell us, give us details.
Okay, first of all, I think I must commend the plantain. It was well fried.
You love plantain.
I love plantain.
I can see that.
Yes, and the fact that the activity around the sauce, there's so much activity going on here. I can see the fish, I can see a lot of meat and all that, and the spag, I can see carrots in the spag.
Yeah.
So when everything goes into your mouth, is food, right?
Okay.
So you have a lot to chew on. So the food is not boring. It's calling me right now. So, and that's the power of good food.
Okay.
And this right here is amazing.
How did you see the sauce? Was it okay?
Okay, yes. I with the activity around the sauce, the tomato was well fried.
Okay.
The pepper was just right.
You're not a fan of
I don't
pepper.
like pepper that much. The pepper was just right.
Okay.
And the taste complements, everything I'm doing. So everything just goes into your mouth and they're ingredients.
Okay, I totally understand.
Yes.
Thanks so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate you and we look forward to seeing you every time on our show.
Bye-bye.
So guys, we've come to the end of another episode of Taster Time. Like you heard our guest, the food was amazing. So this is something you should always try in your house. And on our gist of the day from Mr. Victor, he said food is actually important. So my darlings, there is really big wahala for people that cannot cook. So you should always watch Taster Time on iBrandTV. For more stories, please visit our website at www.iBrandTV.com and follow us on our social media handles currently displaying on your screen. Till I come your way next time, keep watching iBrandTV, and I am Mishael. See you next week. Bye-bye.